Good afternoon, everyone. Today I will talk about the veto power of the President of India. We know that when a bill is passed by the Parliament, it is sent to the President of India for his assent. Only after his assent, that bill becomes an act. When such bill is presented to the President of India, he has three alternatives which is mentioned in the Constitution of India under Article 111. That three alternative is that number one, he may give his assent to the bill. The second alternative is that he may withhold his assent to the bill, and the third one is that he may return the bill for the reconsideration of the Parliament if it is not a money bill. However, if that bill is again passed by the Parliament with or without amendments, in such circumstances, it is obligatory for the President to give his assent to the bill. So here we can say that the President of India has veto power over the bill passed by the Parliament. That is his power to withhold his assent to the bill. Now what is the purpose of conferring this power of veto on the President of India? So the purpose and objective of conferring this veto power on the President of India is twofold. Number one is to preclude any hasty and ill-considered legislation which is passed by the Parliament. Number two, to stop any legislation that is unconstitutional in nature. Now let me discuss about various types of veto powers. In any modern state, executive enjoys four types of veto powers, and these four types of veto powers. The first veto power is absolute veto power. The second veto power is qualified veto powers. The third point is suspensive veto powers, and the fourth one is pocket veto power. Now the question is, what are these veto power all about? In absolute veto power, the President has the power to withhold his assent to the bill. Number second, qualified veto power. In the qualified veto power, presidential vote can be overridden by the legislature with a higher majority. And in suspensive veto power, presidential veto can be overridden by the legislature with a simple majority, ordinary majority. And pocket veto means taking no action on the bill. Absolute taking no action on the bill. Okay, so among all these four veto powers, the President of India has three kinds of veto powers: absolute veto powers, suspensive veto powers, and pocket veto power. Qualified veto power is not available to the President of India. It is possessed by the President of the United States of America. So let me explain in details under what circumstances these veto powers are exercised by the President of India. There are certain contexts and circumstances in which all these three veto powers are exercised by the President of India. So let me talk first point, that absolute veto. It refers to the power of the President of India to withhold his assent to the bill passed by the Parliament. The bill then ends and does not become an act. Usually this veto power is used by the President in two contexts: when the bill is presented or introduced in the Parliament by the private members, that is any members of the Parliament who is not a minister, and number two, it is used with regards to the government bills. When the government bills, okay, so in the government bills, when the Parliament sends the bill to the President, and after that cabinet resigns, and before President gives his assent, and the new cabinet advises the President of India not to sign the bill, in that circumstances President of India withhold his assent to the bill. Now the third point is suspensive veto. The President exercises this veto when he returns the bill for the reconsideration of the Parliament. However, if that bill is again passed by the Parliament with or without amendments and again sent back to the President, it is obligatory for the President to sign this bill. So here presidential veto is overridden by the parliament with a simple majority. But in the USA, but in the case of the United States of America, presidential veto is overridden by the higher majority. Now the third one is what is pocket veto. In this case, the president neither ratifies the bill, nor rejects the bill, nor returns the bill to the parliament. What he simply does that president takes no action and keeps it pending for indefinite period of time. Anyway, in the Constitution of India does not prescribe any time limit within which President of India has to take his decision to give his assent to the bill. But on the other hand, in the United States of America, the president has to return the bill to the legislature within 10 days. Therefore, we can hear one more important question one more important point we should be noted here that the power of the president does not have any veto power on the constitutional amendment bills. If Parliament sends any constitutional amendment bill to the president, it is mandatory for the president, obligatory for the president to sign the constitutional amendment bill. Thank you very much.